the donkey of the day.
That's time for the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlemagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, donkey of the day for Wednesday, June 21st, 8 days until my born day, goes to Hollywood superstar Johnny Depp. Oh, Johnny Depp is a legend, even though he's played 10 versions of the same character in several of Tim Burton's movies. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Alice in Wonderland, Sweeney Todd, Dark Shadows, Edward Scissorhands. That's 5 different movies, one dark-ass character. Okay, now Johnny Depp has been having money problems. He's trying to climb out of debt. You know, he's currently suing his former business managers for 25 M's, accusing them of mismanaging his money, but his former management has countersued, saying the actor was aware of his money situation the entire time. In fact, they presented an email exchange from December 2009 where they warned Johnny Depp to take it easy on holiday spending and told him they need to meet to look realistically at income and expenses and work together on how to make sure that they are back out of the red. Now, it gets good, because Johnny Depp wrote back to his former management, doing my very best on holiday spending, but there is only so much I can do, as I need to give my kiddies and family as good a Christmas as possible, obviously within reason. Then Johnny Depp replied, what else can I do? You want me to sell some art? I will. You want me to sell something else? Sure. What? I got bikes, cars, property, books, paintings, and some semblance of a soul left. Where would you like me to start? Well, clearly his former management was with all that. I mean, damn, you in debt. When you in debt, the goal is to get out. So yeah, sell some of that stuff. Now let me put this in perspective for you, all right? Johnny Depp's net worth right now is $400 million. I don't know how realistic that is, but in 2010 he made a combined $75 million from The Tourist, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Dark Shadows. So he was caked up. By the way, if you ever make $75 million, even after you take out taxes, lawyers get paid, agents get paid, management, you're still going to be left with a lot of money. There's absolutely no reason to ever be in debt if at some point in your life you made $75 million. But I still buy most emo T-shirts from Target, so what do I know? Now, when you're in debt, you have to scale down. You got to swallow your pride, check your ego, and change your lifestyle. Johnny Depp had the right idea. You want me to get rid of some of this stuff? Sell it. Cool. No problem. I'm sitting here reading on Business Insider about some of the things Johnny Depp has bought. He spent $18 million on a 150-foot luxury yacht. He owns over 70 collectible guitars. He spent millions on old school luxury cars. He spends $30,000 a month on wine. He gets wine flown in from all over the world. He spends millions on other people's junk. Well, they call it rare and expensive Hollywood collectibles, like Marilyn Monroe dresses and stuff like that. He's got 12 storage facilities full of Hollywood collectibles, a.k.a. junk. He had 40 full-time employees, and it was costing him $300,000 a month, including personal security for him and his family every hour of every day. Johnny Depp once spent $3 million to blast his friend's ashes from a specially made cannon over Aspen, Colorado. Yes, it's safe to say Johnny Depp has wasted some money, and people can spend their money on whatever they want, but when they end up in debt because of it, they will be judged. Now, Johnny Depp also refuses to fly anything but private. The private jet cost him $200,000 a month. Now, the reason Johnny is getting donkey today is because when it comes to cutting back, he drew the line at one thing, and that's the private jet. He says he refuses to sell the private jet simply because a commercial flight with paparazzis in tow would be a effing nightmare of monumental proportions. His words, not mine. This mentality is exactly what created the Bow Wow Challenge. Johnny, listen, you know, it's over. Okay, the way life was for you isn't anymore. You didn't manage your money properly. Now you're in debt, and you simply can't live the lifestyle you once lived. What's the point of having a private jet if you can't afford to pay for it? Living beyond your means is what got you in this situation you're in now, and you aren't learning from your mistakes because you're still living beyond your means. It comes a point in time in a rich man's life where we can't go chasing private jets. You have to stick to the JetBlues, Virgin Americas, and Deltas that you're used to. Not to mention, Johnny, your reasoning for not wanting to sell the private jet is because a commercial flight with paparazzi in tow would be a nightmare. Johnny, this is a what have you done for me lately kind of business. I'm pretty sure that the first time you ride commercial, it'll be paparazzi there to ask you why you flying commercial. But after that, you good. Simply because you haven't had a hit movie since 2010. Nobody cares. correct me if I'm wrong, but Alice in Wonderland was Johnny Depp's last blockbuster. That was 2010. The sequel flopped last year. The movie Black Mass starring Johnny Depp flopped. Transcendence starring Johnny Depp flopped. Mordecai starring Johnny Depp flopped. Johnny, nobody thinking about you, my guy. This is a perfect time to scale down. Nobody will even notice, and you honestly don't have no choice. Sell the damn private jet. Act your wage. In fact, that's the lesson to be learned here, kids. Don't go broke trying to look rich. Act your wage. Please give Johnny Depp the sweet sounds and the Hamiltons, please.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day.
And to put it in perspective, if you don't know how much a private jet, let's say you're in New York and you want to fly to Miami, you're looking at about $10,000 one way.
Yeah, they say,
and that's a small jet. That's about maybe a 6-passenger.
They say he was paying $200,000 a month. I don't know if he was paying $200,000 a month. I don't know if he's.
He probably had a bigger jet. He's probably flying L.A. to New York, and that is very expensive.
Sell the jet, man. You got to act your wage, okay? I'm going to tell you something about me. Whatever I get, I'm going to act like I got half of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's after taxes. Okay? If I get me a $1,000 check, and that's after taxes, so I made $2,000, whatever, I'm going to act like I got $500. That's just the way I move.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.